Anthony, sir. Anthony. Did he log off? That'd be the ultimate. Oh my god, he's gone! I'm putting him in here anyway. Oh my god, this is the best moment of my life. Oh.
So Josh won't be here.
Oh, Sheldon won't be here. Oh, Josh, you mean
Sheldon,
Corpulent?
sorry.
Corpulent will be here. Yes, Corpulent will be here. But that's absolutely the absolute most hysterical thing. I know he's not going to pick up. Let's see. Faith should be.
What the
Yes.
hell? That's new.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that was the damn freaking thing. Whatever. I'll tell him to change it when he comes on. But hey, he called me. He started it. He explained to me. He's like, well, there's a difference between word and I was like, I don't think it's going to matter. He's like, he's cool. He'll be fine with it.
I'm feeling like every time James changes his facial expression, he's like, what am I doing here?
No, I apologize. I was fully prepared to be professional, but if he wants to be, James.
That's the worst thing to be prepared for in a situation like this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna spam that stream link in the other places.
Yeah, you throw that in the Limbo and the PFC, even in that stupid... You throw that in the Sanctuary or whatever.
Yeah, I just did.
Yeah. I studied Toon Critics podcast so that I may never do any of those mistakes. No, I'm just kidding.
What did he do?
No, I think the only thing wrong with it is the fact that it's one-on-one, and I'm like, he did really good for a one-on-one podcast. I just think that he needed more looks than just himself. I think you could pass the mic eventually, and that's why
with multiple people, it's usually hard to keep focus on the person being interviewed.
Oh yeah,
But at the same time, with just one person interviewing him, you only get one perspective. So he can either be biased and completely love the guy, or biased in the other direction and completely hate the dude.
Well, I try and... Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was about to say I'd like to strive for professionalism, but after seeing Toons, it's like, there is such a thing as being too professional, I suppose.
Well, yeah, when you get to the point where you're like, first of all, this doesn't have to be professional. You know that, right?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, like, this is we shouldn't be prepared to be professional here. We're all bronies. We should be prepared to be virgins, and that's about it.
I had a gentleman who gave me this whole spiel about like professionalism and all that. You wouldn't have never heard of drowning in horseshoes, would you?
No, but
yeah, it just
intrigues me.
Yeah, he's a bit of a screwball, and he pretends like he hates all his fans, but he gave me like this long spiel about like respecting your guests, respecting the audience, this, that, and the other, and I was like, yeah, that sounds really good, but like at the same time, I'm terrified of being boring.
But you are.
Yeah, and that's why we got Liki here.
Yo, Liki.
Who's
the advantage of multiple people is that if you don't gel with the guest, there's at least another person who probably does.
I'm like mud gelling. I'm so gelling.
Yeah.
Define gel.
I don't know.
Just like mesh with, like get along with.
Certainly.
Robin
was just letting me know. Yeah, Robin was just letting me know before the podcast. He's like,
and then why is he on your show?
Oh, Leaky? You said it, not me.
You said like if you don't like mesh with the person that you're interviewing, someone else will. I'm like, then why are you interviewing him if you don't like him?
I don't know what the hell they're talking.
Famous.
Oh, no,
I didn't say. No, I absolutely. If you run this man off, I will strike you down and all the people you love.
Hey, did you want anything, any flair, like any ponies or anything?
Oh, what you mean is like gifts in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you got that Flufflepuff one and the derpy clapping, you go right ahead. You make that as adorable as humanly possible.
Sure.
Excellent. Yeah.
So always James is looking at us in the camera. He's just like, "What are you talking about?"
There's these little gifs that he puts up on the live stream.
That's my natural facial. That's my resting facial expression.
Yeah.
Just confused.
So if this goes horribly wrong, go yell at Crown Prince because she sat there and like originally when I found out she accepted a call to my podcast. I have a friend Sheldon who has his own. His is a bit more off the wall, a bit more relaxed. And
I see.
yeah, and I ended up asking, hey, why did you accept my show over his? Because I wanted to rub it in. And he's like, look, if you want some low-life degenerate who's just going to come on there and swear, you go contact AnimatedJames, but I'm not going to be one like that. And I'm like, okay. And after our thing with it, I was like, were you cool with that? And I was like, hey. And I was like, oh, well, by the way, do you think I could get AnimatedJames? And she's like, no, I didn't think you could. And I was like, I'll take that as a challenge.
Is that really the reputation I've gotten?
No, she likes you. I think
Some
she's...
dude who swears and whatever you just said.
I don't know what to expect from you, sir. You call back.
You know what? That's very fair. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
I will love and tolerate you for saying that, even though I normally wouldn't. But whatever.
At any point, I could. At any point, I could like castrate someone.
Words.
Yes. Liki isn't really from Texas. He's from Canada. Don't maybe explain that.
By the way, what state do you live in? Do you even know what cold is?
He's from Texas, yeah?
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yeah, James, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from New York.
Oh, yes, that's right. Yeah, he
so
knows what cold is.
So yeah, not quite Canada. But
Yeah.
that doesn't mean I don't know what freeze your ass off cold means.
Yeah. He doesn't deep fry his penguin in tempura batter like you do, Liki. Faith, you
got the maple syrup.
Yeah, that's right. We're not quite going yet. Faith, is there anything that you would like to say to Mr. James here?
I guess not.
So anyway,
we're gonna run over him.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the, you know what, I don't think I've got this.
No, it's not going yet. Well, we still got a little bit of time. Get it right.
No, we're ready to go whenever you want to.
Oh, okay. Well,
I just want to say this, because I'm being asked to run out. Can I just make an intro, leave, and then come back?
yeah, let's do that now. Let's get it going. I'll go straight to Peter. I'll introduce all the guest hosts, and then I'll pop around and over to James. So go ahead, Corpulent. Tell me when you're ready. All right then. This is FNGR, and with us today as our guest hosts is Aeon of Dreams. That was great. Liki.
Apples.
Wonderful. Corpulent Brony.
Hello.
Faith Moliminous.
Still
Faith
not here.
or Moliminous. Oh, that's
Still not
fine.
there.
No, it's fine. And with our king of Limbo, AnimatedJames.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh.
Excellent. Okay then. Does anyone have any questions before I drone on and bore the living crap out of our guest and he runs off in terror? How about you, Liki? You got?
You can start off.
All right, excellent. James, what person do you have the most irrational hatred for as like a brony Skype, like otherwise? Everybody out there, they're like, you don't have a good reason not to like them, but you do.
Wow, this is some opening question you got here.
I know.
Personal problems in your life right now? Because that's a weird first question.
I'll skip out. Okay, let's go here. What did you go, James? What did you go to college for?
I went to college for like 3 days.
That's not what I meant, but that's fine. All right, let's go over to where James at. Yeah, go ahead.
Huh?
James, what was your favorite movie of 2014?
Ooh, Birdman. You ever saw Birdman? Or the something virtue of ignorance? with Michael Keaton.
We really should have sat here and practiced the movies. I was like, oh, I love movies too.
That
I didn't realize you were Indian.
Dead silence after my answer.
I'm sorry, my mic was actually permanently muted that entire time.
Let's start over.
How convenient.
Yes, let's start over. Faith Moliminous.
I'm sorry, what's up?
Hi, Faith. I'm bombing and dying with all my questions.
I was just thinking you guys were ignoring me then.
No, I was thinking that too. I thought you just literally got bored or you're like dying from embarrassment of us, and I was like, okay, fine, be
No,
here.
you guys haven't reached that level yet. I will probably. Actually, like you were talking about the college and stuff. I was actually curious. Do you like right now? I'm in school for film and web design. It's an art school or something like that.
Well, I made a decision. I made a pact to myself, a resolution, if you will, to start making smart life decisions, and going to an would completely just destroy that resolution.
That's true.
But I'm bummed.
You've literally stepped on everything that Faith is doing. You are a wonderful.
I
You are a
am
wonderful
happy.
person. I love you.
Tons of
Well, that was mostly a joke, but honestly, if you don't have to go to school in order to get good at arts, because art should be, in order to be an artist, you have to, be completely, at the same time, detached from the world, and at the same time, attached to what's going on around you, because that's where like the form comes from. But if you're really, if you're in school, then school is going to make your art become like everybody else's art, and you shouldn't do that. You should just do your own thing. At least that's my opinion on art school.
Well,
You're not, are you?
I am actually on scholarships. I'm paying a very, very small amount.
well,
All right,
yours
that
is
is-
mostly for graphic design.
That is at least that's a.
I'm not actually here for graphic design. Graphic design was something I wanted to do, but it just seems oversaturated right now. So entry-level positions that would pay enough for a living wage just seemed too hard to get. Went for a double with video and web. The workload sucks, but it's probably the most secure option, and it makes me more valuable to people. So.
Well, honestly, I'm a YouTube partner. I live on my own, doing what I'm doing now. So why would I need art school?
I was about to
I'm
ask.
a partner too, and I make enough, like $2 to $3 grand each month right now, but I don't know if it's what I want to keep on doing. So.
Oh well, I respect that. Contrary to that, I pretty much know what I'd like to do, and what I'm doing right now is exactly what I'd like to do.
Okay,
By
then.
the way, I'm really sorry if I.
Oh no!
no.
I mean,
Because you
Yeah,
said, because
so offended,
like
I'm so
Anthony
angry.
said that I just completely
Sheldon, calm
crushed
down. We'll get to you in a minute.
everything that Faith is doing with
No,
his
no, no.
life, and I was like, oh, should I sign out now? I'm dead to you guys.
You cannot insult anyone here.
Yeah.
You can't. Not even if you tried, you couldn't do it.
are you at work right now?
Yes. No.
No, I'm not at
not
work right now.
No.
Oh,
Sheldon.
sorry.
Sheldon, change your avatar.
Oh, okay.
I don't-
Yes, please.
In his car.
I can't.
Oh, well, you know what? I could change the thing, whatever, it's fine. It won't be on the... Is it on the live... If it's on the live stream, who cares? I don't care. Hey, parental explicit thingamajig
I
at
can
the
block
beginning
it
of
on
the...
the live stream. Just give me a
Fuck 'em.
second.
No, our ratings gone.
Yep, I don't care.
So, James, in our defense, a lot of us didn't see very many movies in 2014. What about, like,
Wait, what was the movie?
Yeah.
time favorite movies? Like, what's your favorite movie or favorite couple of movies?
Actually, really quick, I swear, I'll let you go, Liki. You said you were partnered with somebody, James. I meant to ask, since you brought that up. Who are you partnered with?
If you wish
Full
to disclose
screening.
that. Oh, really? Full screen? I
Yeah.
was with full screen for a bit.
Uh-oh,
All right.
the cattiness is coming out.
No, they're not bad. I don't have any gripe with full screen. Maker Studios is the only one that I really didn't like.
Alright.
Full screen is fine.
What did you switch to? What are you with now?
He's in Freedom.
I am. Oh, thanks for.
Sorry.
Yes,
Dude,
I am
what-
currently with Freedom. Freedom is a more newer network, but they offered me 90% of my earnings, so I didn't really want to turn that down. That was like so much more than I was getting with anyone else.
Yeah.
Can I be honest with you guys? I was really looking forward to talking about movies, and now that you completely detracted into this conversation, I'm a little disappointed.
Well,
No, okay,
good job.
re-say your favorite movies. You probably have seen them. I was fiddling with my mic.
Well, my all-time favorite movies, in terms of live action, The Wolf of Wall Street,
Oh, good one.
recently Birdman, pretty much any Jim Carrey movie that came out during the 90s.
Oh, I've lost
I
all
love
respect for you.
That's
No, I love Jim Carrey. I love Wolf
Well,
on
during the
Wall Street.
90s.
Oh, okay.
And if you lost all respect for me there, then I've lost you just now.
Oh.
Did you say Jim
Oh,
Carrey? Did you say 90s Jim Carrey movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
me, myself, and
when I was
Irene?
a kid, I would multiple VHS copies of Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh Jesus.
Well, not so much that one. But,
Yeah, that was a pretty horrible movie.
But like,
Thank you
but
for
like
making
Liar,
my case.
Liar, The Truman Show. I know there
Me, myself, and
was
Irene.
one before that.
Truman Show
I
was
like
great.
So the Truman Show is like, everyone saw the Truman Show is like,
Okay,
oh, I guess Jim Carrey can do serious, and then what was that one he did? It's like Eternal Sunshine. Everyone's like, maybe Jim Carrey can't do serious movies. That was weird.
I never saw the Eternal Sunshine. But I did see like. See, this is what happens when there are too many people. They just talk all over each other. But
Yeah, good job.
I did see like half of the number 23 before I just had to say screw this and just turn it off. So, like Jim Carrey can do. It's his face. Just his face. It just is preventing him from doing serious acting.
Mhm.
Like he could do like a Holocaust movie, and it will be the funniest Holocaust movie you will ever see.
That's true.
Oh, God.
So, the question.
I was just asking about me, myself, and Irene.
Oh.
That's all I would say.
Oh, I saw that. It wasn't as good as his stuff in the '90s, but it was okay. It was.
When did that come out?
Honestly, that started to show
Oh,
the decline of his
2000.
movies.
He knows his Jim Carrey.
Oh.
I would not. want to do
I
that.
from after talking
describe
with James,
things
I think James is being such a brutal bastard.
Yeah.
I doubt that. I cannot talk to multiple people for very long before I can't move my mouth from not talking to people, which is why I'm kind of stuttering,
I thought you were doing
frequently
great, man.
while I'm talking.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I was a kid. I'm probably the youngest one here, but
I'm
I
back.
didn't really follow actors per se, so I didn't know he was in the Truman Show, and I was probably too young to actually appreciate the things in the Truman Show, but that was actually a pretty great movie. So if that's the stuff that he does, then he's probably one of my favorite actors. Then that, and I also watch Ace Ventura.
Like I gotta say, observation that I thought was kind of funny was that like the Truman Show got nominated for a bunch of awards, including a few Academy Awards. None of the awards involved none of the Academy Awards involved Jim Carrey at his. They were all about the director, the screenwriter, I think, the supporting actor, but not the main actor, Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I think the Academy of Arts and Science just said, yeah, his face is still too goofy for a serious, prestigious. So, yeah, I just found that hilarious that, like, when it comes to the Academy Award, like, he did not make the cut, even though he really did make that movie the movie that it was.
Oh no, absolutely.
So much.
How often do you do something in your normal day life and think to yourself, I wonder if I'm just in the Truman Show, and I wonder what people will think if I do this.
You feel like someone's watching you, I'm guessing.
You're a huge Matrix fan.
Yeah, Liki is that estranged gun nut hanging off in the corner
Like,
there.
you took the blue pill.
AnimatedJames, this is your last chance. You take the red pill and really.
You blew it,
Take the red
Peter.
pill.
I'm actually starving. Can I take both?
Yeah.
Yes, let's see what happens.
It might cause diarrhea, vomiting, and nausea. So you know.
Well, we were just commenting. I think this fits pretty good when we were irritating you earlier. Have you ever been a fan of someone that you pissed off?
Or embarrass yourself in.
Yeah.
Again with the entrapment personal attack questions.
What the hell? That's a
I've done-
normal question. With man.
I've actually done that before because when I was growing up and I was big into the art stuff, we had a bunch of artists from Bleach and stuff. I don't know how my school swung this, but we got some of the American artists who did whatever with Funimation. I'm assuming it was Funimation at the time. I think. But they came to our school and they were teaching us some styles and stuff. And when they were there, you know, they like kept on asking me stuff about the show after I had said I was a fan, and I was kind of a fan, but I didn't know a lot about the show. So every time they asked me a question, and I just gave them a bullshit answer, they would just be like, "Huh, oh, that's interesting." And I was bullshitting, but I was deep in the lies, and I just had to keep on going. And I like just after a while, I just went in a corner and just like I didn't even look at them. I felt, and they were such great artists too. It would have been amazing to actually talk to them and not like made an ass of myself. But
I think. Did he?
Oh, he's still there. Don't you see your?
Oh, I thought that was a still image, dude. He was
he was rolling his
getting
eyes.
out of
at you.
here.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
I'm trying to save it for you by sharing my embarrassing moment.
I didn't know.
I'm sure your moment was very embarrassing, and I hope you're not like
All right.
offended by the fact that I completely zoned out through the entire thing.
No, that's cool. Tell you what. Corpulent Brony
Alright, cool.
has a question for you from about 7
gosh.
months. Oh yes, you do. I'll do it if you don't.
Yeah,
Alright, so
yeah.
what's your
Obviously,
question?
it's an optional question. But you know, a few months ago on your Tumblr, we too, so it's a different thing. Do you want to talk anything about like what went down or what happened?
Honestly, it's really not worth being brought up again. It's find out eventually because it is the internet, and you know, I can guarantee you it is on the internet. So, like, if you guys find out something unexpectedly weird about me, then you know, just know that hey, I warned you ahead of time, and you know, just accept me for who I am.
Oh
you know?
yeah, the only reason why I ask is because you said that you really wanted to talk about it or so. But no, if you're already
and I did do that.
Okay.
Over the course of a few months. I did you know, talk about it and express my feelings to a very varied group of people, and I'm completely over it.
Good.
In fact,
good.
I'm in a way better place right now than I was when that thing happened. And, you know, honestly, I don't even care about it anymore because right now I'm at the stage in my life where I really do not care what other people think of me, and I just to continue to live my life and continue to pursue my own happiness.
That's the way you got to do it, man. So, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, Full House is over. Back to
Oh.
You know, actually, going back to movies, because you said you like movies. I don't know about you, but what's your favorite? Just out of the blue, what's your favorite Will Smith movie?
Ooh.
Chirp. I think that's.
they're all so
Independence Day, of course.
What? They're not all horrible.
I don't watch that many Will Smith movies. That's the thing. And the ones that I did watch, did they ever make a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air movie? Because even though I've never seen it, that's got to be my favorite movie.
I wish.
What about iRobot was pretty good.
Really? I didn't really like iRobot, to be honest. I found it. Damn.
You know what? The one
I
about
do remember
The Pursuit of Happiness.
I do remember The Pursuit of Happiness, and I do remember it being a very emotional and inspiring film. So I guess that would be my favorite Will Smith movie.
Yeah. I actually did enjoy that one, too. I
wanted to piss all of you off by After Earth.
I think we would have figured that out. It'd have been like, okay. I would have fired back with as like, I'm not surprised for a guy who liked Tim and Eric's Super Awesome Super Show, whatever it's called.
Wait, you didn't like that?
When did I? No. Wait.
Corpulent-
When did I ever
Corpulent-
say?
Corpulent
Excuse
sent
me.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
When did I ever say I like that show?
Corpulent sent me a link to a channel that's, what is it, FAQ or whatever, frequently asked questions.
On his Tumblr.
Yeah, or something like that. And I was going to ask you eventually.
On that FAQ, I say I despise Tim and Eric.
Oh, I
The
missed it.
exact opposite of like.
Well, this
This
blew up.
sounded
Where the
so
hell are you
great.
getting your information?
Okay, I take
Yeah, this
back.
backfired.
You know, I actually didn't mind that movie. Again, I was really young. I haven't rewatched it in my.
If you say
Later
anything
years.
positive about those two guys, going off right now.
I was 12.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's fine.
Oh
That's totally
boy,
fine.
this is blowing up really bad. This is.
To be fair, I'm only like 6 years older now, but
I'm not saying this isn't an entertaining podcast. I'm saying that we are not getting a guest at all. Holy
you
crap!
guys aren't.
Oh, trust me, you are. You are. This is,
Hey, I'm
this is,
totally
this is
getting
really
along
fun,
with-
and I'm really enjoying myself.
Right
With
now.
that said, I hate all of you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good.
Except
I
for
love
me.
you, James. You're pretty.
That's me.
You're pretty
Oh yeah, I thought the.
Hey, James,
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm a masochist, so this all fits in well.
Oh god, that's he jizzed in his pants.
Yeah.
Just when you said that.
So James, speaking of TV shows, are there any shows that you like, or are you one of those movie only snobs?
Oh. Boy.
Oh no, I very. Okay, a question is asked. I'm about to answer it, and then people just start talking. That seems to be the pattern that I'm beginning to notice here.
Yeah, Anthony.
Like either ask me a question or don't, because I'm fine with both. But okay, you're gonna let me answer it. Okay, cool. No, I'm not a movie. I watch TV too. Wow, that answer really wasn't worth getting that pissed off about. But anyway, yeah, I watch mostly I watch mostly animation, mainly because I don't have a TV anymore. And also because I'm an animator, so I need to watch animation. Shows. You guys ever heard of Totally Spies?
Yes, loved it growing up.
Yeah, I recently. I know it's kind of a childish show, because us as bronies we do not like childish shows at all. But
No, not at all.
I am kind of like getting into it, and not just because of the obvious that every episode has to do with some kind of sexual fetish, but although that does help. But anyway, it has this like comedic anime sort of feel to it that I really like. Like I like those kind of shows like Panty and Stocking, shows that are animes, but they really like use animation to its fullest advantage comedically. So I really like Totally Spies for that, and also I recently the two best shows on Disney Channel right now, which are I think what's that show with the haunted house? I think Gravity Falls, and I'm a fan by the fact that I have no idea what it's called, and Star versus the World. Wait, did I say versus the world? I mean versus the force of evil. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just got introduced to that literally like.
This is the wait. Damn it! I blew
Versus
that
the
joke.
forces of evil. I'm thinking about doing a parody of that called like Scott Pilgrim versus Star versus the world versus the forces of evil.
I just started watching that show, and the animation actually really, it's great,
It
and
is
the
so
comedy is
quick
great.
and fluid, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I felt like I traveled into the future by watching it. It was crazy.
Say, James, I meant your biggest success. Well, again, this is just subjective. I don't know. You could dispute it. Would be your Sonic versus Rainbow Dash. Will you be doing any other kind of crossover like animations?
Yes, I will be. Mainly out of obligation. I'll say it right now. My heart, my soul really isn't into that series that much anymore. My heart and soul is really into like my other series called Sea Students, but right now I don't really care Sonic vs. MLP series anymore, and I'm literally just making it for the fans. Because like that's what I'm mainly known for, and I just feel like, not to mention, real talk, it is my most popular animation series, and it is the only reason I'm as famous as I am right now, and it's what's paying for my rent.
You hear that? You fuck. Every time you make him do one of those, he dies a little inside.
Every time you make him do one of those, he eats and has a roof over his head. How dare you?
Yes.
Speaking of C students, I've seen that so many times. I honestly love that. Was there ever a possible date that was set for it? Like, I thought the pilot did very well. Do you have a potential date or a year that you're going to add?
Potential year that I'll make episode 2.
Episode 1. Or does the pilot count as episode 1?
You just said you watched episode 1, right?
I meant the pilot. I guess if you count that as episode 1, then episode
That's
2, yeah.
episode 1.
Some shows do a pilot and then it doesn't count towards the canon of the show. So I can see where he was coming from with that.
If I'm making a 20-minute animation, it's going to count.
You could just be an overachiever, sir. He was sucking up.
I'm a brony animator. Overachieving is the least of my priorities.
How long does that take you to make, like a 20-minute animation?
Well, the pilot took me about 9 months or so.
Could've made a movie in that time.
Yeah.
So, for the energy for these things, do you just have energy continuously going for 9 months, or do you just have Adderall under your desk?
Well,
Keep in
not
mind,
so much Adderall, but no. I don't have energy throughout 9 months. I just sort of like decide when I'm gonna work on it, and if I'm feeling up to it, I just start working on it, and eventually I get finished with it. That's really how it goes. I don't have that tight of a grasp on my schedule. It's not like wake up, brush your teeth, shower, animate for 4 hours, eat lunch, animate for another 4 hours, jerk off, then go to bed. It's not like that. I just do things willy-nilly, if you will.
I think that's Minty schedule.
I mean, but the thing is, like, if I was only allowed to work on C students, then I would have months. But the thing is, I have other animations that I'm kind of obligated to make. Not so much obligated. It's not like my fans are holding me down and, like, putting fire to my testicles, forcing me to animate this Fluttershy, but still. They're going to be pretty pissed off if they don't see that. So I gotta, show them that I care, but also do what I want to. And right now, like, once I finish the P series, I will be working on nothing but C students. And at that point, I'll be able to make episodes a lot quicker and with a lot more energy. So, you know what? I agree with what that last guy said. Every time you guys do make me animation like that, I do die a little inside. So thanks a lot.
That'll be the line I use for your animation on my channel.
Actually, speaking of Crown Prince, and she does the animations, are you the kind of person who would rather stick to animation as a hobby, or go like a full-time job of being an animator?
I like to stick to it as a hobby that makes me money.
There we go. That works.
That's sort of what, yeah.
I don't know if it's a never mind. Let's not get into semantics.
'Cause-
Do you do MLP animations at all anymore? Or
Oh yeah, I like making My Little Pony animations because there's really so much you can do with that show that hasn't been done before. But at the same time, I care more about my original work than I do about my parody work. So I do enjoy doing it, but not as much as I enjoy doing other stuff.
right?
Makes sense.
So it's kind of like I guess when you think about it, the MLP stuff is kind of like work, and C students. The MLP stuff is what makes the money.
You put it perfectly right there.
Man, you guys are interviewing me.
Liki, you get a gold. His head blew up 3 times. All right, we're gonna have to smack Liki down. Here, let's move on to something more fun there, since apparently we're pissing him off again. What do you think, in your personal opinion, James? In your personal opinion, what's the biggest waste of time on the internet?
4chan.
Ooh, good man.
I don't know.
Yeah, this one's kind of related to that. What site on the internet are you most ashamed of having been at? Same answer?
4chan.
Okay, cool. That's excellent.
It was a lonely Friday night.
Oh boy.
Cheese pizza everywhere.
I lost my Cheetos bag.
Peter, do you have any questions for the man? We need some intelligence to save us now.
Just watch, I'm gonna fuck it up just because you said that.
I know. Choke.
Fine. I'll just pull this one out because why not? We need a question. Dr. Wolf has said that he doesn't like R34 as being part of this fandom. So, if you could pick something that you don't want in this fandom, what would it be? Any element of it.
Something that I don't want in this fandom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like Dr. Wolf said he doesn't like R34, for instance.
Something that I want in the Brony fandom.
Or don't care for.
For example, the Limbo podcast.
Yeah.
Or the copious black and red alicorns.
Oh, he did say
Black and
alicorns.
red
Good
OCs.
on your faith, yeah.
I have
The
expect
top
Crown
hats.
Prince to come up.
Black and red OCs with top hats.
Oh, you were doing so good, Faith. You had to misbehave. It's fine.
I get one cookie.
No, I'm good with that. That's fine. Good answer.
You have 30 seconds.
I knew there was going to be one question that I just couldn't answer. Either I can't think of anything. Either I can't think of an entertaining answer right away, or I just don't have an answer.
Screw
Either
it.
way,
You're full of
like I
happiness.
can't really think of anything that I don't want in this. Maybe questions like that. Maybe negative questions like, "What don't you want in the Brony fandom?" Maybe I don't want that in the Brony fandom. What do you think?
I have
What
a
do you think
question
about
for
that?
you. I have a question for you. What is
Go
your
ahead.
favorite part of the?
All the money he gets from
It's
his
the
band.
opposite, you see.
Oh, Sheldon randomly came back.
I
Go
don't
back to
blame
working it. Go back to stocking the shelves. How are we supposed to buy our MLP's toys if the Walmart shelves are barren?
That's a good point.
Okay, Anthony, I admit, I pulled that question
I know.
out of my ass when I asked it, but I'm surprised it's actually called as it is.
No, we can move on to something else here. I've got an easy one once again. I notice you have an obvious disdain for.
I'll just be selfish and say my fans are the best part of the Brony fandom.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's nice.
Yes.
Those are hard won. Be proud of those.
Yeah. You have an
Sucked
obvious.
up dick yet?
Yeah. you have an obvious disdain for Teen Titans Go. So, what ruins the show for you, and how would you have done it different?
How would I have done it differently? I wouldn't have done.
Ah, good answer.
That's a good answer.
Yes.
Good answer. Let's suppose that, like, I don't know, like what that was. Is it Cartoon Network comes to you and says, James, we're big fans of your show. We'd like you to polish up Teen Titans Go. Here's a big check.
Your Teen Titans Know animation, and we just felt like you really enjoyed
Yes.
Teen Titans Go.
Yes, they dropped this horrible bomb in your lap. Obviously, they're fucking with you, but how do you do, James?
If they do that, they'd promise me like a suitcase full of money. I'd take the suitcase home, and inside there's a bomb.
They give you a book for like a year contract. There you go.
What would I have done differently to the show? I would actually like take it seriously. Like people think that just because something's comedy that you can just be silly with it, that like you don't have to be serious at all. Things out ahead of time, and you shouldn't, take comedy seriously. But if you don't take something seriously, how do you expect for your fans and your viewers to take it seriously? And Teen Titans Go, and it's just blatantly obvious that they did not give a crap about that show. They didn't care about the writing. They didn't care. They barely cared about the animation. Do you know how much stock footage from Google Images they use? Like when you animate worse than me, that's when you know that you need. That's when you know you really don't care. And I'm just like, honestly, like a few episodes, and what ruins the show for me, when their moral system is completely out of whack. Not moral system, it's not an RPG, but like morals, like things that they think, their perception of right. Like in one episode called Knowledge, they they're basically saying, if you're smart, you're a bummer to be around, and no one ever wants to be around you because you are really smart, and so you're not fun. In order to, you have to be dumb.
Yeah,
like Cyborg and freaking Beast Boy are in that show. That's another thing. The characters are completely like characters. They don't have They don't have consistent personalities. That's kind of what you need in order to be a character. And that's what really made me think that, okay, these guys are all smoking weed during these meetings, coming up with ideas for the show, because there's no way they paid any sort of attention to making it a decent show. Anyway, I've spoken enough of Teen Titans Go. Overall, I like the show. Next question.
What's something, like, when you watch animation, what's something that you see other animators do that you think, like, oh, why would they do that? I would never do that. That's such a lazy way to animate. Like, what's something you see in animation that you think you know, is kind of a cop out or is bad?
I guess mainly because I used to do this a lot. I guess using stock as backgrounds. I mean, you can use like stock images from like Google Images, like occasionally. Like hell, I used a stock image of a stock image of a piano in the C Students' first episode, which is also the pilot. Yes, they're the same thing. And so I'm not against using. I'm not against not using stock images. I'm just against much and shoving it in people's faces to the point where it's obvious that you're not really trying. So I guess that's what I don't like about some animations. I'm trying to think. Honestly, like, whenever you ask me a negative question, like, what don't you like about blah, 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 I have a hard time because I only like to pay attention to positive things, like positive aspects of animation, positive aspects of freaking TV shows and movies. I mean, I can talk about how much I hate Teen Titans Go because I like the original Teen Titans, so I have a connection there. But in terms of like things that I like what don't I like about animation? I love animation. I love just about everything about what animation. So when you ask me what I don't like about it, I have to actually think, and then you guys just, move on, because I'm taking like 5 years to answer the question. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. Like, next time, what don't you like about something that you like?
I have something positive then. I swear.
Wait, actually, can I go? It spins off of this, actually.
Yeah, Faith, go ahead.
Cynical question.
I'm more into 3D animation. But when I tried doing traditional or 2D animation in Flash and stuff like that, I showed it to an animator named Made. I don't know if you know him, and he just tore it apart. He was saying, "Oh, you need to tween this, or you're using the wrong motions here." Do you ever plan to do, like, I don't know, tutorials to help people get better at Flash animation or just drawing in general?
No.
That's wonderful. All right, Peter, you're up next.
All right. I know we've been talking about a lot of Western animation.
Okay.
Is there any Eastern animation or anime that you're into? And what's your opinion on the style?
Yeah, there actually is. That I like Panty and Stocking. I really like Black Lagoon.
Nice.
I once watched this anime called Watamote about this really like antisocial girl with severe social anxiety who just wants to be cool and accepted, and I could really relate to that, because how do you think I became an animator? But yeah, I really like some other Western animations. I know there are others besides ones like Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z and One Piece. What other ones? Have you guys ever heard of an anime called Elemental Gelade or Gelade? I know it's either Gelade. If you haven't heard of it, then it doesn't matter because you don't know it.
I do not believe I have.
Or
All
Resident.
right. Well, basically, it's the best anime I've ever seen, and everyone should look it up.
Make sure-
Elemental Gallade. All right, I definitely will.
Know that he's the resident weeaboo.
Yeah, I was
What
gonna
about
say-
me?
I was trying to. I wanted to call
Well,
Sheldon
Faith
a
has
weeaboo.
Chan in her name.
Yes.
Just
I'm literally.
really don't call Sheldon the biggest weeaboo
I'm
when
literally.
Yes, he's literally a T girl.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
By the way, Faith, do you prefer he or she?
I prefer she, to be honest.
Okay, good.
But we're all
No problem,
horrible
dude.
people, so.
Well, I just called her she, so I get good guy points.
Too bad.
The audience has asked a couple questions. I don't know if you
Yeah.
wanted
Let's
to-
do those.
Okay. Rainbow Derp asks, I don't really understand the question, but she wants to know if you're aware of the deep hatred from Crown Prince.
Oh, she's screwing around. She's a good person.
Well,
she
she
doesn't
has that a
hate
few
chicks.
times. I don't know.
I think she's screwing around.
Okay.
I guess I'm kind of aware of her deep hatred of me.
Okay.
Oh, she's PMing me right now,
you know,
screaming at me.
She, like a week ago when she sent me my mother's head in a box, I got the feeling that she wasn't really that big of a fan of me.
Okay. That's
Okay.
always disappointing when she does
You
that.
have a very calm reaction to that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Continue
then
with the questions.
we've got Mr. Petey. Two questions here. What motivates you to animate, and were you inspired in some way?
What motivates me to animate? Money. No, I'm kidding. What motivates me? Ideas. Ideas motivate me because whenever I have an idea that I think is brilliant and I just can't believe no one's thought of it before, then I just have to bring it to life. Even if it's an idea that I don't think is, even if it's an idea that I just think will be good for a laugh, I have to bring it to life because I really want people to forget that to die soon, and the only way I know how to do that is by making funny animations. So whenever I think of a funny idea that I think, oh, this should, take people's mind off, their inevitable demise, then, I have to do that. I just have to, because it's part of my, it's just my nature, really, honestly. The fact that, I think humor is the most important in life, and that sounds like a joke, but it's really not. And it might sound stupid to some people, but really, if without a sense of humor, we just go around being depressed all the time, and that is to live. And I fully support I fully support the choice that we have to pursue our own happiness, and that's what motivates me. Basically, what I'm getting at is for President of the United States, and I really want you guys to vote for me.
You got it, James.
I'd vote for it.
Oh wait, are you going to be Democrat?
James Crown Prince 2015.
No, I sound honestly, I sound too white. I'm going to be Republican.
Oh, you got.
Oh. Yeah, that's not going to change.
You've
that.
just won over. I have a question, if you guys don't mind.
Shoot.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I also asked this to Crown Prince too. It was have you ever seen like any sort of animation, movie, or anything, and you thought, I want to emulate what this is making me feel? And if so, what is that?
Repeat the question, because I think I know what you mean, but not sure.
All right. Have you ever seen something, in this case, most likely an animation, where you saw it, you loved it, and you loved how it made you feel, and you want to emulate that feeling in your own work? And if so, what was it?
Oh my God, yes. It was, I guess you could say, most South Park make me feel a feeling that I want my fans to feel. Like, because South Park, aside from making you laugh, it actually makes you, like, think and form your own opinion about a certain topic. And I really want to make my audience feel that as well. And not all the time, because, entertaining something... So, entertaining someone, that should be your main priority, the entertainment factor. So if you're constantly like trying to prove a point, it's like, what are you trying to do? For prove how much you love, Democrats or Republicans or liberal agendas or whatever. But at the same time, I do love that feeling of what are they talking about? Like, how am I supposed to feel about this if they don't even know how I'm supposed to feel? Like they actually got me thinking, and I actually want to think this through. I want to make other people feel that way, because what are we without our ability to form our own opinions, other than just sacks of meat?
Who you calling?
I want to make people think.
Down.
And yeah, I do agree. I actually do really agree with that there because that's one of the reasons I like South Park over say.
Huckleberry.
Yeah, because
And Modern Family Guy, yes.
Yeah, Modern Family Guy, because Modern Family Guy has way too much like, let's be funny, but let's try and be serious too, and it just doesn't work with the way it carries itself. It's too one-sided. South Park, just to attack everyone, they're like equal opportunists.
Well, honestly, I don't get the feeling that South Park just wants to attack people or shock people. I get the feeling that they do care about humanity, but at the same time, they have no problem telling humanity how they need to improve. And Family Guy is just derp, 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 fart joke, derp, 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 random reference, derp, derp, reference to the A's, derp, derp, humor, haha. It's
Derp,
just
derp
like
politics.
random stuff. It's just
Yeah.
random nonsense and has no to it whatsoever. I mean, if you ask the creators, they'll say, well, the point is to make you laugh. Okay, but what is the laugh coming from? Because your jokes are all over the place. Like you want to make me laugh at the freaking red that baseball team with the Indian names. That you want to make me laugh at how the Redskins. Yeah, you want to make me laugh at how Stewie killed a baby. You want to make me laugh at how you're trying too hard to be random and make me laugh at almost anything, and you don't have a main focus. You don't have an agenda. Family Guy doesn't have a point. Modern Family, episodes of Family Guy, the social commentary is there, and it might be like hidden under a bunch of like funny jokes, but it is there. Modern Family Guy is just completely stupid.
Yeah.
Just completely nonsensical.
Yeah, and truth be told, I misspoke when I used the word attacked. It's like if there's a thing, South Park is probably going to say something about it. It doesn't seem to. I'm trying to think of the words. Favorites. I mean,
Usually,
if it's going to deconstruct one thing, it's going to deconstruct the opposite too. It's not going to say, "Oh, let's support these guys," and then when it comes to their episode, "Oh, still support these guys." No, they look at things from multi-sided.
Exactly. That's what I
meant. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do with my animations.
Nice.
What do you think of Archer?
Sure.
But that show's so good, isn't it?
I know, right? They just started like their 6th season. I still haven't watched the first few episodes of it. I can't wait to watch it.
I just usually wait till it comes out on Netflix.
Can we just make the rest of this I Love Archer hour?
I do have one itty-bitty question. You might like this one, hopefully.
All right.
I noticed you plugged Group 5. What did you like about that channel and the content creator?
Oh, I like how he's a young black New Yorker animator who sounds like a white guy. I just really relate to that.
Oh,
and,
I never thought.
But at the same time, I just really like his show because it's something that I would try to make but would completely fail, because whereas C Students is more rooted in reality, Group 5 is more like it's more fantasy than reality, it would seem. since, a lot of nonsensical stuff has happened on that show so far. And I really do admire a writer's ability to do that. And it's something, honestly, that I have a hard time doing. Because I'm too rooted in reality. I'm too realistic. But at the same time, when has the ability to live in another world and put that world into motion, I just can't help but, want to promote that writer, especially if what he's doing has something to do with real life. It can't just be like a detached penis floating in space fighting meatballs. It has to have
cartoon.
some sort of rootedness in reality. But at the same time, I do admire people's ability to, be from another world.
I have a very important question too.
Yes.
Corpulent, could you at least respin that to favorite animated beast?
So I have a very important question, and basically it just boils down to this: who is best pony?
Twist.
You're the best. Theory Brony just
Honestly, I don't know why that gets a reaction out of people. I just love saying it because it gets a reaction out of people.
Yeah, baby.
Oh.
So what you meant to say is Flash Century.
No, nobody in their right mind likes Flash.
How much James to animate Flashlight?
No.
Throw me a number.
Big sloppy wet kisses.
No.
Just all around. Just send it to Corpulent.
No.
So what is your favorite animated character, James?
Jar Jar Binks.
Okay.
That was just trolling.
Yeah, I know. And as I was going to an old school Garfield fan. Was that Garfield and Friends?
Yeah, I watched that show.
Oh, did you have a favorite on that show?
Never thought about it, actually. I guess, John, I really relate to his character. A car who doesn't get women.
You have a cat that's an asshole too.
Wait, that's right.
All cats assholes.
No, go ahead, James.
Well, it's a roach, but yeah, he's an asshole.
So it's like Joe's apartment over there, huh?
He is in New York, eh?
That was a reference.
A reference that I got for some reason. But anyway, yeah, I like Garfield, He does... I always like that, deadpan, sarcastic kind of person. I feel a bit sorry for... I always feel sorry for Bill Murray whenever I think of Garfield now.
What, because that line in Zombieland?
Well, no, because he played... Well, yes, but also because he played Garfield by accident.
I don't know this story.
Yeah, I'd like to hear it too.
Well, the thing is, like, he thought that it was the Garfield movie was being written by someone named with the last name Cohen, and he was like, "Oh, Cohen, he's a bunch of really good stuff, so I'll be in this movie." What he didn't know was this was a different Cohen that wrote Cheaper by the Dozen and other bad movies. So yeah, basically, Bill Murray. Alliteration just completely screwed up his career.
I don't know what I would think if the Coen brothers made a Garfield movie, because like for anyone in the chat or in the listening doesn't know, the Coen I know they made No Country for Old Men. I can't think of any of their other movies. I know they've made a bunch of, like, most of their movies are really usually more like serious and gritty.
Are you talking?
Yeah, you just mentioned No Country for Old Men. How the hell? Why would he even think that we're making a Garfield movie?
That's what I'm thinking. Like,
I was thinking
is
hookers and
Garfield
blow.
gonna
That's the only thing.
Exactly. Like, is Garfield gonna, like, invest in the stock market and go, like, shoot up cocaine with a bunch of hookers? Like, what's going on?
Corpulent, are there any more questions in the chat? Oh, okay. We lost Rainbow Derp. I'm sorry. We failed you.
Good.
Wow.
so what? You said that you really liked The Wolf of Wall Street. What did you like? Because a lot of people like it, but they have mixed opinions about why they like it.
Oh, well, I like it because A, it's hilarious, and B, it taught me a lot about the stock market, mainly never to. And C, it is an amazing story. It's one of the greatest stories I've ever seen in movies. Like, people complain that it's 3 hours. It's worth every single second of the hours. It never stops moving, and it's always suspenseful. It's always suspenseful, and I love that about a movie.
Were you guys talking about the Coen brothers
Like, people-
before? Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Corpu.
And nobody mentioned The Matrix, or did I miss that?
Was that Hansa brothers, weren't they? That's the Wachowskis brothers, yeah?
Oh, is it? Fuck.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, it was the
I don't know
Wachowskis.
movies. I'm showing my.
Yes.
Lack of
Sit
power
there and
level.
play with your
Yeah.
damn pony dolls. Jesus
I'll
Christ.
just go back to
I bet if Lauren Faust made a movie, you would memorize that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a Lauren Faust
Probably.
fangirl.
Yeah.
What?
I don't like Lauren
Bite
Faust.
your tongue, you wretched knave.
I don't watch Powerpuff Girls or whatever it's called.
Oh.
Really? Powerpuff Girls growing up.
Yeah, come on now.
Well, when
Honestly,
Powerpuff
something
Girls was
Mercury.
airing, I was in my mid-20s, so no.
Opposed to now when you're in your
Yeah.
mid-30s watching them.
It's weird, like, it's weird, like, I told Powerpuff Girls now I would be like, not enough fetishes.
Well, now I'm interested.
I like Totally Spies because it's like it was like you were saying it was like anime-ish. It's like anime light. It's like this looks like anime, but it doesn't feel.
Well, no, it's perverted enough to be anime. Almost.
I just love the animation style. I love how comedic it is. I love how it doesn't take itself seriously. It's just fun. Appeal I have to My Little Pony, actually.
Yeah.
And those analysts step in and take everything so seriously.
I was about to say we could have ended on a good note there, but Corpulent had to come in there and make it.
A lot of scenes where the girls were tied up in tight jumpsuits.
I was
so-
actually thinking of the hypnosis thing.
fetish.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah.
I gotta say, the entire time watching Totally Spies, I was like, the one fetish I have, and not a single episode of this show has it. Damn it.
Well, since you brought it up now, sir.
Well, this is relevant to my interests.
Yes. Dr. Peter, paging Dr. Aeon of Dreams.
First of all, like, do any of you guys have a fetish? Like, you don't have to mention it, but, like, yes or no, fetish.
Yeah.
Of
Oh, I've got a
course.
list.
Tons.
I've got a list.
Peter
I'm
put
a
it away.
furry. I think that's
Yeah.
That's not a fetish.
okay.
That's your tame.
Oh, yeah.
Furry's a container for all other fetishes.
Go ahead.
Like,
Go on, James. You were saying.
Oh, no, I was done.
Oh, you were going
No.
to share what it was.
I told you guys again, it's like that secret that I had before. You'll find out eventually. If
I'm not
something shows up on the internet
But
involving
there's a
me,
difference. I'm not stalking you on Tumblr to find out what your sexual...
I-
Corpulent Brony will come back
Don't
and
say it. I'm gonna come to my own
Oh,
conclusion.
well.
My conclusion is that Animated James likes sticking his dick into apple pies.
Oh.
Wait, not
Bang the
enough
pie.
apple pies in this show.
I was thinking pumpkin pie. But anyways,
Wait. Cherry.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
She's my cherry pie.
Corpulent, were you not here for the Robin podcast where I banned singing?
No singing aloud.
No singing aloud. Well, I think, gentlemen, that we've run this bitch into the ground. I think we've done a wonderful job. I'd like to thank our guests for coming on now. I'd like to thank Faith. Yeah? Anybody got any final thoughts?
I'm good.
Does
Yeah.
I love you, bro. Nice to meet you.
All right, kill the stream, Corp.
well, what is
Oh, wait,
James?
James.
Yeah? Go ahead.
What?
You were
I was just gonna ask you guys, like, you guys ever see dog shit on the sidewalk and it just ruins your morning?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, James. I'm sorry we were that dog.
No, I'm not talking about you guys, but
I thought that
okay,
was it.
if
I
you
thought
guys
that
would
was
take
it.
the blame.
Yeah, no, it's all right. Yeah, I did. I got all limp-wristed and high-uppity about it.
Is there
so
anything
there's
you wanted to pimp real quick, James, before we cut it off, or are you good?
Any friends you want to still?
Anything I wanted to plug?
Yeah.
No butts, please.
I guess Group 5. because he really deserves it. At the same time, I will be making a collab parody song of an Eminem song called "The Real Slim Shady," called "The Real Pink Pony." And it's going to be uploaded. The song is going to be uploaded to a channel called Vanna Mellon. She is a voice actress. She will be playing guys out for it. Stay subscribed to that channel, and I really can't wait to hear it myself.
Awesome. Thanks.
Excellent.
Awesome. Excellent.
Radical. Okay, kill the stream.